one here. Those of you...
Is it one of these two?
It's the gentleman with the blue shirt.
The gentleman with the blue shirt.
The other
But the other gentleman did sign a
Wait.
release.
Do the speakers
Like an idiot.
want to cancel?
They do. They're not comfortable. Yeah. Can you take turns standing in front of the camera? I mean, legally, we can do that. Those of you who are here for the right reasons are welcome to come talk to me individually, but and we'll have to do that outside because this is a public space,
Well,
public meeting.
What if you all came to my house?
That is a lovely offer. Do you live close by?
Not that close, but not that far.
So about 3 miles down 29.
Yeah, right off the Parkway, 21. I don't know. I mean, I don't
Our
have
police officer
directions.
won't be able to join us, Bob. Would you? Okay with that?
I wouldn't be able to tonight,
Okay.
but I think what we ought to do is just reschedule a meeting
That's
in a
probably
private
best.
place.
We'll reschedule it in a private place.
And we apologize.
Yeah, we apologize.
We apologize for him, but we
Yes.
apologize.
You can't help it, his penis, it was just too small.
Sorry.
Permission to
Sorry.
say an asshole?
I find it amazing that you all are trying to disparage me, and all I'm doing is taking video, and you're...
Then why don't
That's
you
all
sign
you're
the
doing, you
paper?
would
Sign the release.
Then why don't
Why
you
are
sign
you
the
using foul
release?
language in a library?
Why don't you sign the release? We're just curious as to what your reasons are, and there's enough of us here who
I
came with
don't
a
need
purpose.
I don't need to tell anyone the reasons why I don't wish to put my
Well,
name on a piece of paper now.
I
Yeah,
think
thank
you
you.
do because...
Thank you for coming.
Still need mini energy.
Thank you for coming, everybody. The meeting is canceled. Thank you.
But this
Thank
wasn't open
you.
to the public meeting. Thank you for moving it to a private place.
You're welcome. It works beautifully. That way we can keep people like you out.
Oh, our names are on the email.
You sure will. You sure will.
We're more than willing to be videotaped, but you can't use it for other purposes.
You're most welcome. The meeting's canceled.
Excuse me?
Please, though, help yourself to the cookies, grapes, and water that we brought.
Talk to any of us.
And you're welcome to come talk to anybody individually.
If it was just as simple as signing...
The paper that I signed, if there's no meeting,
Well,
you said you were going to give me a
Privacy.
copy?
Unfortunately, we didn't sign it. We
Oh,
didn't have everybody sign it.
No, I understand that, but,
So there was no meeting, so you want it back?
well, I'd like a copy of the document that I signed, that's all I'm
I'm
asking.
so sorry.
If,
Who is we? I'm not a member of anything.
huh?
I came here because I wanted this information.
She's going to give it back to you.
Yes.
You'll be getting it back.
Okay, thank you.
There was a lot of...
Just didn't hear me. Just didn't hear me ask. Now that I did, I'll go with it.
I appreciate it. Just for my own purposes.
You were saying, such as you could bring a gun,
Yeah, you're right.
property is not going to bring into a building. That would land you in prison, man.
Well, and I'm certainly not disputing that, and there is a police officer here to keep all of that information straight. I'm assuming that that's why that police officer, and he was here. So obviously there was an authority here that was not going to allow that to happen.
Police officer is not the authority on every law.
Certainly not, but as far as if a police officer is showing up to be here specifically to provide information in a public forum about gun control, are you? Then he is. He's the resident expert. I would say he has training. Do you have training in guns the way that a police officer does? I didn't ask that. I didn't ask about shooting. I asked, well, then I would prefer to see your credentials and let you do the talking on that, if that was the case. Then why didn't you just sign that paper so that we would get both sides of it? All I'm asking is for the information, and all they wanted to know was to make sure. I'm not a part of any group. I don't claim any group.
They didn't want to hear any dialogue the last time that we went to their meeting. They shut
Well,
their
see, I'm not looking at old meetings. I'm looking at right here. Because right here, there was information that was going to be given. I was looking forward to getting that information. I didn't come with any preconceptions. I didn't come with any ideas. I wanted information. And you have prevented
About information.
because of a technicality, which I'm probably not going to go to. I'm not going to go to a private house for some situation with people that I don't know. That wasn't my idea. But I'm very disappointed because signing your name on something, because that says to me you're operating out of a basis of fear. If you were not fearful about what they were going to do,
The reason I didn't sign the
which
agreement
says
was
you're
it was
fearful.
constrictive.
Well,
No, it's
that's
constricting my fair use of my own
in what way? I mean, if it was just requesting that you were not going to use it for a purpose that they could not agree upon because this was their meeting, then there was nothing constrictive about that. Unless you were choosing to use that in a way that was not going to benefit this meeting tonight.
I don't believe that any restriction on my use of my recording is warranted. That's why I didn't sign it.
The league always does that when we have our debates.
Yes.
They have to sign an agreement. The people who are in the debates sign the agreement that they will not use it.
Yeah.
In the web debate, that was a big thing because somebody then, Alan, used a little bit, and that would cause a big problem. I mean, it's not that abnormal.
That was but you see, ma'am, that was an agreement that all parties signed. I did not agree or sign to.
Well, why didn't you just say I won't film it and just,
Because it's my right to film this meeting.
but don't you agree that you could slice and change it so that it wouldn't be what the intention was here?
If you think that I have the ability to do something
We
like
don't know
that,
your abilities. We don't know you. We have no clue what you're capable of doing. We don't know that. And that's why that request was made for you to sign that, because your intentions could be absolutely pure, but we don't know that. And this, because of the sensitivity of the material involved, was just a request. Well, obviously if there is enough that is causing this controversy, there is sensitive material. Otherwise, there would be nothing. I'm not saying it's sensitive for me. I am saying it's sensitive if there is indeed a controversy surrounding this, then there is some degree of sensitivity to this material on someone's part.
The only controversy is that in misstatements and erroneous information put out the last and we tried to correct that.
But see, again, you're making an assumption because that was a different meeting. I can't tell you anything about that meeting. I was not there. So if that was indeed the case, then I still don't understand why you chose not to sign. You can't assume that. I've never even heard of this organization. I came here to get information, and you make assumptions, and there is nothing that can prove it.
I'm not sure of her last name, but her name is Laura. She was quite an ass. I would have been in a much more agreement.
What's your problem with this organization? What is the reason for you showing up at this organization with the idea that they are imparting incorrect information?
Maybe you should ask her, or maybe you should ask him.
I don't want to talk to them. You're the one that created the situation here that disallowed me from receiving information. So you're the one that I want to know.
We're uncomfortable with giving the presentation in front of
They were not uncomfortable. They were not uncomfortable at all. Obviously, there were enough video cameras here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
That's what the agreement is about.
The information, as far as I understand, they were requesting that the information not be used in a way that could, in some way generalize possibly, or in some way identify.
The wording of the statement is that it would be for private use, so it would not be distributed or shown outside of me and whoever, locally, like showing in my house.
And the reason you have a problem with that is, are you a member of a group?
It limits my use to, my right to use my recording, however I see fit.
Are you using this in a professional manner?
This lady here is going to use this recording however she sees fit. She's not going to keep this recording for her own private use. She's going to use this
Again, you're
for
making
profit.
assumptions.
Actually,
You're
no,
making
I
assumptions.
think he's correct because I didn't see her name on that document that I signed and that the other gentleman signed.